So I'm going to make a little update on the whole Drew Brees controversy, as well as talk about Jake Fromm, who is the newly drafted Buffalo Bills quarterback. Drew Brees earlier today posted an apology acknowledging that he missed the mark on everything that's been going on. If we go to his Instagram and look at the actual post, let's scroll all the way up. I would like to apologize to my friends, my teammates, the city of New Orleans, the black community, the NFL community, anyone I hurt with my comments yesterday. And speaking with some of you, it breaks my heart to know all the pain that I've caused. In an attempt to talk about respect, unity, and solidarity centered around the American flag and the national anthem, I made comments that were completely insensitive and missed the mark on the issues that we're facing right now as a country. They lacked awareness and any type of compassion and empathy. Instead, those words have become divisive and hurtful as I misled people into believing that somehow I am the enemy. This could not be further from the truth, and is not an accurate reflection of my heart or my character. And he goes on to talk about where he stands, that he stands with the black community in the fight against systemic racial injustice. Now I'm stuttering all of a sudden. And support the creation of real policy changes that will make a difference. And he condemns the years of oppression, acknowledges that we as Americans, including himself, have not done enough to fight for that equality, or to truly understand the struggles and plight of the black community. And he recognizes that he is a part of the solution, and he can be a leader in the black community in this movement, and that he's always been an ally, never an enemy. He's sick of the way that his comments were perceived yesterday. He takes full responsibility and apologizes and asks for our forgiveness. And now Michael Thomas had already issued his accepting of the apology, saying that as a Christian, I'm going to apologize because it's I'm going to accept the apology and forgive him and move forward to what truly matters, and that is about George Floyd and this whole movement, the protesting, all that stuff. So clearly some people are agreeing and apologizing and forgiving him. Others might not be. It was insensitive. At least he came back and understood what he did and what he said, and understood that he was wrong and wants to make things right. I can give him respect for that. I'm not going to go too far into my own opinion on that, but it's definitely leaving a stain on the NFL right now, and it was probably the worst time to do it too. Today is George Floyd's whole ceremony in Minneapolis. So yeah, bad timing on Drew Brees' part, and then bad timing as well from Jake Fromm, who has, there was a screenshot of pretty recent, March 16th, 2020, right around the time of the coronavirus outbreak. He's texting a friend, and this is off of his own phone too, where he talks about guns, and just here, I'm not even going to say word for word what was being talked about, but it's basically on the cusp of saying guns should be only used by elite white persons. That's what they were talking about in this conversation, and this blew up. And he came out immediately with an apology. He's extremely sorry that I chose to use the word elite white people in a text message conversation, although I never meant to imply that I am an elite white person. As I later stated in the conversation, there's no excuse for the word choice or sentiment. While it was poor, my heart is not. Now more than ever, it is time for support and togetherness, and I 100% stand against racism. I promise to fully commit to being a part of the solution in the country. I address my teammates and coaches in a team meeting today, and I hope they see this incident as not as a representative of a person that I am. And again, I'm truly sorry for my words and actions, and I'm humbly asking for forgiveness. So he's not the only one. Drew Brees has been asking for forgiveness for what he said yesterday, and now Jake Fromm. I mean, it's shocking, and it's coming out now too. Like, it's not, in my opinion, not a coincidence that all this is happening now and people are getting exposed like this. And no matter what you believe on Drew Brees and the new Bills quarterback, Jake Fromm, this is going to turn a lot of heads and push people away from supporting these two people. Now, Drew Brees had a really long apology, and trust me, he's done a lot of good for the city that he plays for. Jake Fromm is a brand new guy coming into the NFL, and this is one of the very first things people are going to point at when they think about him. He's a brand new face, and this is gonna be something that's always gonna be around for a while, and that's a shame. And hopefully he can rise above it, and hopefully it doesn't mean any of this. We don't know if he means it or not, even if he's apologizing or not. That's the thing. You just got to take it at what it is and believe what you believe. I know a lot of people in the comments for the Brees apology have not forgiven him. Other people say that he was just speaking his own opinion. Yet that's the whole point. He was missing the point of why Kaepernick was kneeling and why there were protests happening. He wasn't blatantly saying that he disrespects and doesn't like the protesting or anything, and he just literally said that he wants there to be ways to do it without going against and disrespecting the flag of the United States. That's his own opinion, yes, but that's missing the point, and that's what people were saying. And today, Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith on their own respected shows were pointing that out and not liking one bit of it. Even though he apologized today, that was their take on it, and I agree with them. At the end of the day, we need to look beyond the flag, because no matter what, we're not disrespecting what's happened in the past, because guess what? Majority of the history that we've been learning, along with all the fighting and everything that our ancestors have done for this country to keep us free, has also had a lot to do with what's happening right now today to Black Americans and majority of the minorities as well. It is not okay, and these are two examples of people that are going to be looked at with big question marks on their heads, and people are not going to look at them the same. Let me know what you guys think about everything. Subscribe if you are new and you want to continue to keep up to date with some of the things that I talk about daily with the NFL, Eagles, football. The NBA is set to return in July 31st through October 12th. So I'm going to be covering that as well, because the 76ers are going to most likely be a part of the playoffs, and I want to see how they go. I know you guys are going to be supporting them as well here in Philly, so I'm going to be talking about the NBA a little bit later on in the day, so stay tuned for that, and hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay healthy, stay safe. Peace out.